Today's topic we're going to see collection data types with examples. So we're going to see a list of how to handle list type and how to handle dictionary type. Let us jump into practicals. If you want any theoretical knowledge and any additional information, you can go to the LMS. You can see this link. In this link you can able to get all the details. Let us come to a path. I'm going to create a new project. Click process and I can mention collection example. Now we can see new project has been created. What I do now, I can create a new sequence. So either I can select a new and I can select a sequence, otherwise a control N I can give, that will give a new sequence. Okay, so in this example I can do with the main only. Let me open the main. You can see main is blank. In that I'm going to create a variables. So to store a variables we need an activity. We have like a activity which is act as a scope of variable, any of these three. So first we're going to choose sequence. So I double click the sequence will be appeared here. After that I can if I want I can rename. Okay, I name as main sequence. After that I click create variables. I can give str list, okay, which means string list. So in that I can give a default value, some values, or the default value is something, it's a starting value. Instead of leaving empty we can give some values so that you will not get you will know how to handle that everything. Okay, if there is no value is passed in the string list, this default value will be represented. You will not get any null reference value error. Okay, so I'm going to add an assign. Okay, once I add an assign, I'm going to rename, adding multiple values to array. So how can I add multiple values to array? You can see str. After that apple, orange, okay, and grapes. So three types of fruits will be listed in str. Okay, you can able to see. So still that, so we are not change that variable type, that's why it's throwing error. So whenever you are creating variable you need to change the variable type. So for array you can have to select array of type. Okay, that can be integer, that can be a string. Integer nothing but number. Okay, and I can select a string and I click OK. Okay, I can able to see a list of string value is assigned to the string variable. Okay, this is adding multiple values to an array. This is first example. We can see if I want to add a single value with the existing array. Okay, I can add another assign again. Okay, I can rename it string list. After that string list dot append, we're going to append. So I need to give append and I can give another name. Okay, so this value will be appended to this. Before that you can see one error is coming. Okay, So you need to the type mismatch is happening. Okay, if you append it, so the type is different. So you need to convert to dot to, you have multiple types are there, you need to choose to array. If you use this, so the error got fixed. Next we can add, or we can create manipulate the list with a specific count. Okay, so what I do, I can create assign again. So in this assign again, okay, initiate with specific length. Array with specific length. So in that I can mention string list. So here what I need to do, I need to mention new string. I need to mention how many characters it can hold, 10 characters, which means 10 string values, and this symbol. Okay, so this is the initial value. Okay, it should be always empty. If you're trying to give any value, this will throw an error. You can see. So if you mentioning, you have to mention all 10 elements, otherwise you should not mention anything. Okay, for instance I am mentioning 2, which means I should mention these 2 elements. Okay, so missing element 1, which means starting from 0, 1 and again. So this is some trickier. So for example you are creating 3, which means you should add +1, 3 + 1 4, like that. So otherwise this will not work properly. Okay, this is a initialization. When you are initializing only, you can create with the default value. So these are the default values. Okay, okay, so now we understand how to initiate also. Okay, let us run one by one and you can see the output. F11 for step in, so we can step in one by one. We can see the how it's working. Okay, so it's adding value to here. You can see that it's got manipulated, and again. Okay, so I'm appending mango to this value, so you can able to see it's added. So now I'm reinitiating. Okay, so here the previous property values you can able to see. Okay, so in order to see the last value, what you need to do, you need to add some like a message box or something, so that it will stop there. You can able